Okay.
Ready? Okay, we are processing another 300-gallon cichlid vat. If you want to know how we do that, go back and look at, I think, day 6 and day 7. Somewhere in the videos we've done, we show the entire process. We've inventoried the vat, replaced females. We lost about half of our breeder females. We had backups. I beefed the colony back up to around, I think, about 45 females. We had 4 males in the breeding colony. The 2 best ones we lost. We had 2 youngsters that I thought were promising at the time. He's not that great. Now let's talk about something for a moment. This is a species. This is, I'm sorry I didn't tell you who it was. This is Protomelas taeniolatus. It's a common name red Empress cichlid. It is a variable species. We've had it a long time. There is a tendency that I don't think anybody can oppose or not do to select the best looking fish for breeders. And we've gone 2 ways with this fish. We've selected for one that's still this species, but we've selected for gold body color, and we call it Sunshine, and it's an entirely different line right now. The red Empress, you can't avoid picking the reddest male when you're selecting breeders. And are you shifting that fish from how it looks in the wild? In the wild, there's a number of factors that control color in the males and lek breeding species like Lake Malawi cichlids, and that is that the females impose a lot of selection pressure on the males. The males establish small breeding territories, what are called leks, L-E-Ks, and the females, when they're ready to lay eggs, swim up, look at the males, and pick the one they like. And there's, from an evolutionary viewpoint, the females picking colorful males is a way for them to select fitness of the male. If a male is bright and colorful and he's managed to live long enough to set up a breeding territory, he has to be fairly healthy and fairly good at getting away from predators. So they're enhancing the quality of their offspring by picking these really attractive males, which drives the males toward color. Colorful males leave more offspring. Colorful males are more likely to get eaten, so there's a contrary selection pressure that keeps them within a particular range. This is a fairly widespread fish in Lake Malawi, and probably every rocky outcrop has a slightly different color pattern depending upon what the females like. So what do? You're going through a bunch of breeders. Do you pick the most colorful male? You're limiting the, here the females are limited. We're giving them a small number of males to choose among. They don't have the choice that they would have in the lake. So the tendency is, one, rapid domestication of the fish, because they're adapting to the diets that you're feeding. Taming of the fish, because fish that are constantly scared and threatened don't breed as well. And so along with those pressures, we have the tendency of people to pick the fish they like as breeders. And I'm not immune to that. I've sorted some of the backup males into, well, we look at the 2 young males I've picked before. I'm not really happy. The one in my right hand, this one, is better, but he's got a lot more gold than you'd probably expect from a wild red Empress. These are all younger males just starting to color up. You can see this guy is going to be really gold. So what I'm going to go for is red. Unfortunately, the two very red males we had died in the disaster. That may shift us back toward what the wild fish look like. So I'm going to get a bucket here and do a beauty contest on. I've already done a kind of first round beauty contest, getting the males that are mature enough to have the colors and had some color. I'm going to do a beauty contest here. I'm going to pick a couple fish at a time. And yeah, we agreed on that. I'm going to drop that one in there so I don't look in it again.
No. Left maybe.
Yeah. Okay, this guy's good. This is what the wild fish looks like.
No.
These two are too gold. I don't know. I'm going to look at him again. Okay, so we're down to 4 fish. I want to put in probably 3 of these, and maybe 4 if I can't really. Okay, this guy's good. This guy's not as red as I'd like. Let's look at comparing to another one. That's got some red in the fin, and it actually looks like the original fish we got in, I think, 2003 on a breeder. This guy's got some red. I'm going to keep those 3. They have red in the fins. They are not nearly as red as breeder males we did have. And I have to admit, I'm going to, over the next few generations, select for more and more red, which is going to take the fish away from what it was in the wild. By the way, we don't feed. Well, I have a bag of color food, but I haven't been feeding it. The fish don't seem to like it. What we found is the best thing to bring out color in cichlids are red cherry shrimp, but when at the price that red cherry shrimp bring, it's kind of hard to feed them to your cichlids. But what I found is you feed them red cherry shrimp every couple of days for a couple of weeks. They color up really good, and they keep that color for their lifetime. Anyway, so we now have our 3 new breeder males. I'm going to dump them in the vat with, I think, 45 females, and we'll put these other males up and let them color up and sell them. Good fish keeping.